I have already uploaded on my blog. Hey guys, can you hear me? Sorry, I got late because this YouTube streaming was having some problem. So I restarted my laptop and everything, and just a minute, guys. Okay. The camera quality is not that good, or let me. Okay. Okay, guys, just a minute. Are you guys able to see me properly? Is the video quality is good? If you can hear me properly, say yes or no. Okay. But yeah, this is good. Now I think it's good. Okay, but I'm talking about the video quality. I think it's good, right? Now it's better. Okay. Guys, don't just wait for 2 minutes. We will start the question and answer round. Let me check all the settings. Just a minute. This is not in my control actually. Okay, let me share this URL. Okay. And let me send in other groups as well. I'm very sorry, guys. It's like cool. Okay, so now we can start. Okay. So what is the first question? Okay. Cucumber video. Gola Shiva Raju. Cucumber videos are already there, guys. Please check the playlist on my channel. It's already there. Cucumber with Java, I have already covered. How to use protector in Eclipse? It's not recommended. I would not prefer to use protector in Eclipse. We have to use some different editors, because in Eclipse you have to download a lot of plugins, a lot of JavaScript plugins as well as protector plugins as well in Eclipse, and it's a very big headache to maintain. So I won't prefer to do that. Got in touch with this price code, which is showing a different. Guys, Navneet, let's not talk about the pricing over here, web services pricing and all. Okay, it's not in my control. Last week it was 77 US dollar. Now it's 85. If you really want to take it, please take it on 85 US dollar. Some promotions were going on that time, so that was it was made of $77. Now it's 85. Maybe next week it will be around 180 USD also, and maybe 150 USD also. So it's very in demand, and a lot of people are taking it. So maybe Vimeo will automatically will increase the price. It's not in my hand. Okay. 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 So do we have any question? Manjunath is asking how to explain different types of authorization interview. What do you mean by different types of authorization? There are like authorizations mean it's a very wide topic. Authorization, where exactly you're talking about? You're talking about web authorization, or mobile authentications, or web services or API level authentication at the server layer. Okay, so it's a very wide topic, and I can tell you that okay, generally we use authentication token for OAuth 2.0 technology, and with respect to OAuth 2.0, we have to generate authentication token. Otherwise, how will you access the API? You cannot access any external system without authorization, right? So authorization is nothing. Just let's say I want to access any payment gateways. I want to access any ICC bank gateway or payment gateway while I'm doing making transaction, or via PayPal, or maybe via any transaction, portal. So I have to connect to the ICC bank. So I have to send my username password, but in the background, authentication token is also sent, so that ICC bank can understand, okay, this is a valid authentication, and then they will allow you to make the transaction properly. Okay, so it's a huge topic. How exactly the architecture, how exactly it will be implemented, how exactly the number of APIs, and what are different rules and set of permissions are there you have to implement. Okay, so it's a very huge topic. Videos and collections, guys. Yeah, a couple of videos are there. Actually, I'm not. Couple of videos are pending. I'm not getting enough time, but yeah, definitely we can do that on collections. But whatever we have covered so far, I think that's more than enough for you guys. Shrikant is asking how important is SQL in testing. How much knowledge we need in SQL, guys? It's really important. SQL is like for either you are 1 year experience guy, or 10 years experience guy, or 15-year experience guy. Doesn't matter. SQL is like it's a very, I mean, essential, very compulsory thing that okay, you have to learn. You have to get the data from a database. You have to validate the data and everything, right? How will do that? You have to hit the SQL queries, and then you have to get the results from the database. And SQL is the universal language for all the different type of SQL databases. Either it is Oracle, DB2, MySQL servers, and everything. Right? So you don't have any choice. You have to learn. SQL is like very basic thing. You have to learn. You don't have any choice. Okay, it's important. Either it is testing, development, whatever. You have to learn. Okay. MVP in Agile. What do you mean by MVP? Ganesh Shankaran is asking, I'm working as automation QA engineer for 4 years, and now I know Selenium REST API testing using Rest Assured. It is mandatory to add APM also. Yes, it is mandatory. Is there any role in testing like full stack developer like dev? Yes, it's good to have. We have full stack developers in testing. That is either front end, back end, and mobile automation. But front end and back end, if are more than enough. Okay, it's up to you if you really want to, but there are some companies, and these days, a lot of companies are moving to mobile part. So you have to learn APM as well. It's good to learn always, right? So it's very easy to learn as well, like because on top of Selenium internally, they are using Selenium only. So on top of Selenium, they have created this APM APIs and APM tool that you can use. If you know Selenium easily, You can work with APM as well. So not a big deal. Okay. Any computer system validation stuff? What do you mean by this, Varun Veer? What do you mean by computer system validation testing stuff? Guys, write the proper answer. Okay. I mean, proper question, write the proper question. I'm not able to understand what do you mean by computer system validations. Hmm. Please make a video on how to connect to a database, guys. I have told you so many times. I cannot make that video because of I have to install a database, or maybe I have to go to some Azure, on some cloud machine or something like that. It's very simple. You can go through on any site available on Google. It's 7 or 8 lines of code. That's it. You have to pass the database username, password, DNS name, IP address, host, and everything. Make the connection, connect to the database, and then hit the SQL query and get the result set object. That's it. It's very simple. Okay. How to find broken links on page, Anirudh? I think I have already prepared that video. How to find the broken links on the page and how many links are available which are broken, which is giving you 404 error or any kind of different other than 200 errors. I have already explained properly how to find the broken links. Okay. Cucumber and Maven video, guys, I have already uploaded. Samir, I have already uploaded. Please go through those videos. Cucumber with Maven, because ultimately I started with Maven only. You had to add all the dependencies in Maven only for Cucumber, right? We have used a page object model as well with respect to Cucumber. Okay, so just go through those videos. You will get to know how exactly we are using. Okay. Dheeraj Patil is asking, what is the difference between Sauce Labs and Browser Stack? Which one is better to learn? Both are like giving the same business, similar kind of services they are giving. They both are the cloud companies. Which Browser Stack is an Indian-based company. They headquartered in Mumbai, India. Sauce Lab is US-based, I guess. And Browser Stack, I think, is started by Nakul and one more guy is there, Ritesh. I know these guys very well, and they were there. They were there in Mumbai near around 2011-12. They started. Now it's a very big MNC, and I mean very good company actually. They have already gone through the startup phase, and they are doing amazingly good. And I personally believe that browser stack is really good. Their services are really good. Plus, they have a lot of good supports, got a lot of good features as compared to Sauce Labs. In fact, the speed also on browser stack is really good as compared to Sauce Labs. Sauce Lab is also equally good, no doubt about it. Their support is really good. Okay, and if you raise any questions or any queries and all, and Sauce Lab is around from last 10-15 years they are in the market, and I think both are good. It's up to you. I'm not sure about the pricing, but I think Sauce Lab is a little expensive as compared to Browser Stack. So you can check the pricing and everything, and then if you really want to use a free version, also you can use. You can try with the Sauce Lab. It's an Indian company, so why don't you use that? Vedanta is saying that can I still learn automation with 5 plus years? Yeah, why not? You can. You really want to next 5 years also you don't want to learn, and then when you have 10 years experience, then you want to learn, right? It doesn't matter number of experience. Either you are 1 year, 10 year, or 5 year doesn't matter. Just learn. Start it today itself. Okay, because the future is automation, guys. If you are into manual testing, there is no future. I'm telling you very frankly. Okay, manual testing jobs will be very rare in the market, and then you will be frustrated that you are not getting good appraisals, you are not getting any compensation, no opportunities are there in the market, and a lot of competition. So unnecessary, why are you wasting your time, and why are you better to add these automation things in your portfolio, right? So start it today itself. Narayan saying, thanks Saveen, just watching your videos, I got the job. Hello. Okay, that's good. That's thank. Okay, congratulations and thanks for watching, Narayan, and good luck. Rajkumar saying, hi Naveen, could you please explain full web page screenshot as in I'm getting exception. I tried using a short.jar. See, I cannot take guarantee that a short.jar is working fine. There are so many utilities are available. In fact, by using Java also you can take the full screenshot. You can using the Java, using the JavaScript, you can maximize with the full page and then you can take the full page screenshot. Okay, I don't remember the exact utility, but which utility or which jar file or which API we have to use, but it is possible. Maybe I can create a one video on that. Okay, but you have to tell what kind of exception or what kind of error you are getting. I cannot tell you in the live session that okay, you have to resolve the problem like this, right? But better to maximize it and then get the screenshot. Interview questions, Amashekar, yes, on REST API that is pending. I'll be uploading on my Vimeo channel very soon. In this week, a lot of videos are coming on with respect to APIs on my Vimeo channel. So stay tuned. Definitely, you will be getting a notification. Okay, let's take some other questions. Can you prepare some videos on handling different exceptions while working with Selenium? Okay, that I can create one video, but the one video is already there. That okay, what are different exceptions are there, and like the stale element exception, element not found exception, and how to handle them. All those things I have already explained properly, guys. So just have a look and how to resolve, how to handle such kind of exception with respect to try catch block and you can create some utilities like you can write some looping concepts so that you can ignore the exception and then again you can write the retry logic as well like at the end of the test cases execution. Such kind of things are available that you can do with respect to handling the exceptions in Selenium. Vedanta Pofale, answer my question. But what is your question, Vedanta? Email content verification via Selenium, Vishal. See, Selenium cannot, get the content from the email, and it's very risky. Why do you want to do that? There are a lot of problems are there. First of all, Selenium does not provide any APIs or any methods, okay, which will read the content, okay, which will read the content from the email, right? We have to use the Java APIs for that. Let's say you want to connect to the Gmail and you want to go to the inbox and then fetch the details from the inbox. Whatever email is there, right? So through web, it is not possible, and then obviously Selenium cannot support it in that case. You have to use the APIs. You have to hit the Gmail APIs or Google Gmail APIs using the Java, and then get the content, okay, of the email from the inbox, and then verify whatever the okay the whatever the link or content you want to verify from that particular mail content. Okay, but through using Selenium, it is not possible. Very straightforward answer because Selenium supports only browsers. It is really a bad practice that okay, let's say you have sent a mail and Selenium is going to the inbox. You are launching gmail.com, entering your username password, going to inbox, and let's say mail is available on fifth page, right? That's very risky through Selenium. Second thing is I really don't want to automate such kind of scenarios because sometimes it takes some time to send a mail. Sometimes it's taking around let's say 10 to 15 minutes, or sometimes half an hour. Also, we are not getting any mails. In that case, your script will be failed, and you cannot put a wait for 30 minutes or 10 minutes or 15 minutes in your script, right? So make sure that okay, whatever or another risk is that okay, your server is down, right? Every time you're let's say you're not using Gmail, your server is down, and in that case, it will be very difficult to you have to wait for that, and once the email is available, then you have to fetch. And once the email is fetched, you have to immediately mark it read, and maybe you can delete it as well. Because next time you're going to check, there are two links are available, right? Two mails are available. Both are in, both are in unread condition. Unread condition. In that case, your Java will be confused at which email I have to read, right? So that's why it's not a great scenario for automation. What is constructor chaining? Constructor chaining is nothing like you are calling a constructor from a parent. You want to call parent class constructor in the super class. I mean, inside the parent child class constructor using the super class, using the super keyword. You're calling the parent class constructor from parent to their grandparent constructor like that. So this is called constructor chaining. Nothing. Chitra Sutar is asking, I want to know if it is playing any role in Cucumber, how to overcome it. I didn't get your question. Can you please repeat the question again? Harry, Naveen, how do I answer this question? Like, what are the challenges you have faced in your company except automation and manual testing? See, challenges are always there, guys. It's a give the genuine reasons. I mean, genuine answers that okay, what are different challenges? My challenges are totally different in my company as compared to your challenges, right? It depends project to project, company to company, team to team, manager to manager, right? But never highlight unnecessary negative things about your company, about your team, about your manager. That my manager is like that, my team is like that, right? So never say like that. Don't say too much negative words and negative language about your team and company. Just say that okay, yes, there is a frequency mismatch. Whatever there's a lot of pressure and okay sometimes, and I'm not getting enough automation tasks. A lot of times, most of the time, I'm getting only manual testing activities. I'm not involved somewhere in automation, and they are not giving me opportunity on automation. So that's why, that's why, that's a reason, and that was a challenge to overcome these challenges. That okay, I gave a POC on automation. I tried my best to get into the automation projects so that I can also contribute. I showcase couple of scripts. I showcase couple of automation things and the demos and the POCs to the management, and then they agreed on that. And then to overcome such problem, management was not ready, and then finally, uh, I was totally involved into automation. Like that, you can say. Nitin Sachin is asking how will we implement automation process in Agile? Agile, guys, automation finally got so much popular because of Agile only. Because an Agile is a very fast-paced process. We have to we have to automate. We have to write the manual test cases as well. And within the 2 weeks of sprint, we have to develop the feature. We have to test it, and we have to execute our test cases. But when are you getting enough time or not? No, we are not getting enough time to that, right? So that's why automation will save your life, because let's say 80%, 90% things we have automated, and the entire regression is getting executed using Selenium or some automation tool, right? So in that case, obviously, Selenium will help you, or automation will help you. Uh, 80% things are getting executed, and now you are concentrating on your right on the feature testing. Let's say. You're just concentrating on the manual testing, 20% or maybe 10%, not more than that, and the rest of the things are executed because you don't have enough time. It's not like waterfall model that you are getting enough 2 months of time and then proper testing is happening and then you are getting the builds daily basis or something like that. No, it's not like that. It's an agile based process, very fast based process. Daily basis, there is a production release. Weekly basis, there is a production release. After sprint, there is a production release. So in a very fast based system, automation will really help you, especially in agile. Okay. Satish, you are too good in Selenium. Oh, thank you, Satish. Shriram, can you please tell me what is Scratch? What do you mean by Scratch in software testing? I never heard about it. What is Scratch? Can you elaborate that term? Like, what do you mean by Scratch in software testing? Harry Sani is saying, Ravi, please make some videos on manageable round questions. Yeah, definitely, I can write. I can create one video for how to handle the manager round, or a hiring manager is taking your interview, maybe VP or director, they are taking your interview. So, how to handle such things, definitely, I'll explain. Sauce browser strike, guys, don't ask the same question again and again. Java 1.7 in Java 1, what is the comparison? Java 1.7 or 1.8 or 1.9? Now 1.9 is already there in the market, guys, but I would prefer don't use 1.9 as of now. Use stuck only 1.8. I'll let you know when we have to use 1.9. Okay, but Java 1.8 you have to use. Okay, there are a number of differences. There are a lot of things they have implemented in 1.8 to 1.9. So it's a very huge topic. I can create a video. The difference between 1.8 and 1.9. Don't compare 1.7 to 1.8. Now 1.9 is available in the market. So better to compare 1.8 to 1.9. How to test broken images, broken links, all are same thing, guys. That if any particular image is there, image tag is there, it doesn't have any property, or maybe that whatever that JPG file, the attribute is missing. In that case, that's a broken image. Otherwise, you don't have any choice. Otherwise, you have to use a Sikuli and such kind of things, and you are expecting that particular image on the page. If it is not there, then it's getting failed. Okay, but broken image, it's very simple, because most of the images are related to some href property. Maybe the href property is null or it's not defined, or whatever the jpg value is there, that is blank. In that case, that is a broken link. So you can check these two properties. If these two properties are null or not available, in that case, that image is a broken image. Debugging protector script in Visual Studio, guys, it's very difficult. You cannot debug like this. There are some techniques, protectors in Visual Studios and all, because you have to put the debuggers, because protector runs on the JavaScript, and JavaScript, first of all, executors and the debuggers you have to use in that case. Couple of things you have to download. I'll tell you separately what are different things you have to download to debug the JavaScripts. Saurabh Gupta is saying, Naveen, can you please make some video on sending email notification when all the test execution have been completed? See, Selenium does not provide any API for that. What you have to do, you have to use Jenkins for that. Jenkins will provide that utility that once the feature, I mean, the test cases are done, and immediately after that, you have to send the, the test summary or test results report to the entire team and to the entire to the different stakeholders and to the entire management team. Right? So you can configure in Jenkins jobs, make sure that okay, your SMTP server or mail server is up and running, and you have to mention all the email recipients over there, comma separated, okay, inside the Jenkins job configuration, and then you are good to go. The moment your test cases are done, execution is done, your build is success or failure, whatever it is, it will send the email ID. Chirag is saying, hey Naveen, I'm following your videos and they are really good. Thank you so much. What I have checked is that Selenium is very vast. Yes, it is. Can you please let me know what will they expect from 2 years experience person? Yeah, see guys, 2 years experience person, it's like I would say they will not expect a lot, but you should know all the features of Selenium. You should know basics of writing the basic library, but you should be really good in writing the test cases in TestNG and JUnit or basic level of Cucumber also. If you can learn, I think that is more than enough for you guys. Okay, so but Selenium with 2 years experience, where they will ask the scenario based questions. They will ask the feature based questions that okay, how will you handle the drop down? What do you mean by select class? How will you do the drag and drop? How will you use the action classes and everything? So such kind of questions people will be asking at time of interview with 2 to 5 years experience guy. Make sure that okay, each and every topic, each and every feature is available in Selenium. You have to know. Let's see if I ask you how will you handle the pop-up? How will you handle the drop downs? How will you handle the window pop-ups, browser window pop-ups? The code wise also you should know how to do that. So you should remember the method name, you should remember the feature name, which class is responsible for that, which method is responsible for that, right? And on top of that, you should know the basics of Java. That yes, you can, I mean, write the basic level of Java programming. I'm not saying that you should know about connections and data structures or algorithm, but obviously these things will be needed at once you are going for product-based companies or very good product-based companies. They will be asking such kind of questions. But I think these things are enough. It's Java, Selenium, TestNG, Cucumber, and the page object model, the design pattern. That is, I think, more than enough for you. Okay. Sunday Jeremiah is asking that okay, what are testing tools to learn to stay on demand in this agile IT industry these days? Yeah, it's a very good question. So there are a lot of tools, guys, are available in the market, but I would say instead of tool, uh, make sure that okay, in agile you should be like really good in these three areas. First is UI. Second thing is the backend, the API level, and the third thing is your mobile automation. Right? These days, people are expecting who can in agile, especially they are not going to hire separate backend automation engineer or front end automation engineer. No, it's not like that. It's not like in development. They are going to hire one SDET, software development engineer in testing. First, you should know about Selenium. Maybe Selenium, Java. I mean, Selenium is not there. Maybe browser is not there. They are totally on mobile, sorry, on mobile apps. So in that case, obviously, what you have to do, you should know how to use APM and all. Some companies are there, they don't need any front end engineers, or they don't have any devices also, mobile devices also. They are expecting only back end testing, API level testing. In that case also you should know, right? So tools wise, you can learn Selenium. Always focus on open source technologies. Forget about these QTP and UFT and Catalan. I really don't like this Catalan things and all. It's like there is no comparison with Selenium. Catalan is for those guys who really want to avoid programming, who really want to avoid the framework designing part. These like Catalan and all, it's there, it's fine, but I'm not a big fan of Catalan. That's why there is no single video on Catalan on my channel. Okay, but learn Selenium, guys. Selenium is open source. Selenium will teach you a mindset. Selenium will give you a mindset that okay, how to learn any specific automation tool. 10 years back, I learned about QTP that gave me the mindset that okay, this is how an automation tool works. That's why like I learned Selenium and other automation tools very quickly, very smartly. So I would say learn always about open source. The future is open source. No licensing, nothing. Second thing is if you're really good in Java or maybe any programming language, then you can crack any interview, guys. That is for sure. Learning a tool is not a big deal. Third thing is that rest assured you should learn, because rest assured is these days very popular HTTP client, and rest assured learn about SOAP UI, basic level of knowledge of SOAP UI, that is more than enough. Learn about JMeter for performance testing and Gatling for performance testing. Learn about APM for APM Espresso. You can learn APM Espresso for mobile automation and mobile testing. You can learn Calabash XCC unit for iOS testing and okay, such things. Learn about some very good BTD tools. We have Serenity, we have Cucumber, we have JBehave. These three things, if you can learn, which is really good. Learn about some little bit of DevOps, like we have Maven, we have Gradle, we have Ant. We can ignore Ant, but Maven and Gradle, these two things you can learn. Learn about Jenkins for continuous integration servers point of view. It's amazingly good. You should know how to work with Jenkins and how to configure the job, how to create the pipelines, what is build and deployment pipeline, how can you integrate your test cases with these pipelines and everything. So these things are really, really important. Okay. Yeah, guys. JMeter testing, JMeter tutorials will be. Yeah, I have to start JMeter. JMeter easily we can start. It's not a big deal. It's very simple and easy to install, and it's open source. So yeah, we can start one JMeter series as well. It's an amazing tool, but I would advise you to learn about Gatling also, because Gatling also it's like getting very famous as compared to JMeter. Gatling gives very good results as compared to JMeter. In fact, the load handling capacity also in Gatling as compared to JMeter is really good. So Gatling uses Scala as a programming language. Scala is a functional programming language actually, and in JMeter it's a simple scripting you can do, and you can write the code in Java as well. Sanjeev Mishra is saying where in collections and array list map used in your project. I've already explained so many times, guys. In fact, in recently I uploaded last week only I uploaded that okay how to use hash map in your project. Array list also you can use in our page object model. We use I think array list as well. So these two three collections are there. Some default collections are available like in Selenium itself. Whenever you have to fetch the window IDs from the different windows, in that case it's returning one hash set. So you can use inside the set a reference and then set object reference, and then you can use it over there as well. Hash map generally we use for to store the key and value pair formats. Like we have uh, days, Monday to Sunday is there. We have 12 months are there. In that case, we can create one hash map and then to store such kind of constant values in that on the basis of key and the value, like that. Right. Apart from that, whenever we have to fetch the data from the Excel file, we can maintain inside the hash map also, and we can provide the same array list or maybe hash map. Okay, and we can iterate it, and then we can provide to the data providers, and then data provider will send this particular data to the test cases and it will execute. Like that also we can do that for our expected data, some configurations, right? Such kind of things we can store in hash map or in some collections. Love Sony getting offline instance during Jenkins configuration. What do you mean by this? Can you please share the exact error? Implicit typecasting in collections. Again, like where in which collection? Definitely we can do that. But what is the purpose of that? Why do you want to do the typecasting in collections? Yes, we can do that. Why not? We can typecast okay, some parent to child, I mean, and child to parent, but downcasting is not allowed in Java. You can always do typecasting in collections as well. But sibling typecasting is not allowed. So I don't know why do you want to do that. Arun is saying, should I know Jenkins to crack the job? It's not a big deal to learn Jenkins, and it's not compulsory to learn, but it's good to learn. You can impress at a time of interview to the interviewer that okay, yes, you know Jenkins, how to configure the jobs and everything. And then if they are asking, do you have you ever worked upon Jenkins? Then if you are blank, then it's a negative impression. Then otherwise, how exactly you are executing your test cases, right? Where are you executing your test cases? On the remote machine, then how? You're saying, okay, it means that you are executing 500 test cases on your local machine, on your laptop. Let's say tomorrow you are not available or your laptop got crashed, then where are you executing? So you have to use Jenkins, right? You have to use some cloud machine so that Jenkins will pick your code and then execute your test cases on that specific machine. So you should know Jenkins in that case, right? So Jenkins is compulsory, guys. You don't have any choice. If at a time of interview, if they are asking the question and if you are saying no, I don't know Jenkins, that's a bad impression. Okay. Difference between linked list and array list, guys. I've already prepared the video. Elias, please. It's a very wide topic. I cannot teach you the linked list and array list during the live session. So okay. So please watch the video. It's already available on my channel. And it's a very basic question. You can search on Google itself, like difference between linked list and array list. Okay, same repetitive questions. Where are those questions now? Man, just a minute. I lost the flow. Just a minute, man. There's so many questions, guys. Aditya is saying, hi Naveen, what is the result of if str1 equal to str2 if str1 abc str2 abc? Here you are comparing the references in that case, and both are connecting to the same string pool abc to abc. Okay, so it will return true, guys. Uh, Browser stack or C-test. C-test I never worked upon, guys, so you can explore C-test separately. How to handle the stale element reference exception? Yes, so stale element reference exception, proper fluent weight or explicitly weight you can provide. Element is not visible or element got stale, so you can avoid couple of things. Never use this thing, uh, back and forward navigation. Never do that. Never refresh your page. If any stale element, there are chances are there better to put a fluent weight. Okay, and then perform some action, put explicitly wait and then perform some exception, I mean perform some action on that particular element. So these are techniques are available, otherwise it's a very dangerous exception, a state element exception. If you're getting a state element exception, you really need to think about it, how you need to resolve it. Okay, but make sure that okay that never refresh your page, never do back and forward navigation. If you're doing back and forward navigation, create that element, create that element once again, because the earlier element got stale, okay, already stale. So better to create a new element with the driver.find element by.xpath or by.id, another new element, and then use it. Especially in for loop, we have 20 elements and one by one we are checking. But let's see, after 5 elements, 6 element got stale, seventh element got stale. After six, all the elements got stale. In that case, create a new list once again, right? So that is the trick. Generally, you can use that. Okay, while using data provider, we will get values in different forms. How to handle that? Get values in different forms. What do you mean by this? We always get a data in the form of string. Okay, if you are writing in the form of Excel or CSV, because ultimately using the Apache POI API, everything we are getting in the form of strings, and then we are passing all the string parameters to the data providers, and data provider will send all the information to the test case, the specific at the rate test, where a number of string variables are available over here. And then if you want to convert them into integer, then you can use some wrapper classes or other things, other mechanism or other logic to convert them. But ultimately the base will be string only. Bipal Go Biplab Ghosh. Okay. Could you please prepare one recording of interview for automation test architect? Automation test architect guys, I don't know like how what exactly. I mean, it will be things will be there in terms of automation, but there is no automation architect kind of thing, guys. Automation architect means that you are full stack automation engineer. You know all these three things. I've already explained so many times that you should know mobile, backend, front end, performance, security, everything. Okay, you can guide the team, you can implement the things from the scratch, you can create some automation framework from the scratch which can be used by the entire team or with a different team, right? So if you have all such skills, then you will become an automation architect or test architect. Sanjeev Mishra is saying, Naveen, your videos are enough for cracking the interviews. Yes, definitely, why not? I have, I think, explained each and everything, and very properly I have explained, including page object model and data driven approach and everything. Most of the things I have covered. I think if you cover all those things, definitely why not? There are so many success stories are there. Daily basis, I'm checking my mails and the Telegram group, and personally, people are sending me mails that okay, because of these videos, they are getting the job. So why not? I think it's 100%. 100% it will help you to crack the jobs, to have the interview. Sorry. Okay, Pratik Anand saying how to do file upload in Selenium. I'm asking question because your teaching skill is very impressive. Okay, thank you so much, first of all, Pratik. That how to upload and download. See, upload a file, I have already, I think, prepared one video that how to upload a file. If any browser button is there, don't click on it. Because the type equal to, you have to check, you have to inspect that element. There is an attribute, type equal to file. If type equal to file is there, no need to click on it. Use send keys and directly pass the path. Okay, whatever the file path is there, let's say you want to upload some image or Excel file or PDF file, just directly send the path. Okay, using the send keys. Download in Selenium, what we have to do on the specific browser, either you can use Chrome options or you can use Firefox profile. You can use the Firefox profiling and you can set that okay, whenever any I'm going to click on this particular download to download a particular file, always download. No need to show that pop-up where exactly you want to download. Always download in a specific folder. So automatically, using the Firefox profiling, right? Automatically, it will be uploaded. I mean, it will be downloaded somewhere in your laptop or somewhere in that particular machine. So you can ignore that pop-up part, right? The download pop-up part by using the profiling. Abhinash is saying that okay, sir, in my web app, I scrap all the web page data table and store in array list. How to write these data in Excel sheet? Please help me. You have to use Apache POI API, right? If you have stored everything in your array list, then simple, just whatever the Apache POI API, how exactly you are reading the data. Same thing, you have to write the data. Write the data, make sure okay, you have to close the Excel file first while execution of the okay of your script. First, capture the data in array list or whatever, iterate this, and then call that setCell method is there. I've already explained in my page object model that how to write the data. You have to you have array list having 10 different values or maybe 50 values in array list. You have to iterate with the help of for loop for int I equal to 0, I less than array list dot size and I plus plus, and then call that particular method and get the value of array. Okay, array list dot get I equal to 0 first time. What, let's say the first value is name. The name will be, you have to set inside the Excel file using the Apache Py API method. And that method, write cell data or set cell data, is already written by me. I have already explained over there. You just need to iterate it using the for loop. And one by one, you have to iterate it, and then one by one, you have to get the value and write into the Excel file. Make sure your Excel is closed. Hmm. Sujit is saying, Naveen, how would be this combination to put in a resume? Selenium, REST API, and Protector. Yeah, it's a good combination. Selenium shows that okay, you know automation, web automation. REST API shows that okay, yes, you know backend. Protector, it shows that okay, yes, you can handle AngularJS application, and you know protectors with respect to JavaScript, right? So yeah, it's a good combination. You can write it. Definitely, you can write. What will be the role of automation tester in AWS, Amazon Web Services, guys? If you really want to test those AWS services, it's totally backend work. If you should know AWS architecture first, and it's very rare. Generally, we don't say that okay, I'm going to test my AWS, if until unless you are working in Amazon. I'm not going to say that okay, yes, how exactly AWS services are working fine, and I'll be the responsible person for that. No, because we are going to deploy an AWS services are already tested. We just need to check the integration between AWS and our system, right? That's it, and that's one-time activity, and it's AWS responsibility or your DevOps team responsibility. Then what is the role of tester in over there? So I don't think so. Automation tester in AWS is needed. Okay, so you can ignore that part. Better to learn about the basic level of AWS. That is more than enough for you guys. Any video for winning? What is winning? Winning or Vinium? What is winning? I'm not sure about what is winning. Yo-Yo Mofo is saying, Naveen, yes, complete video is available for purchasing. You can contact me separately. And there's a live training as well. I mean, the online training, you can contact me separately for that. Yeah, this particular video, Devraj, this particular video will be uploaded automatically by Google. So by YouTube automatically, don't worry about that. Someone saying that thank you very much, Naveen. We have great confidence in learning Selenium because of people like you. Oh, thank you so much for watching. Help us in YouTube, and for anything we rely on your videos. Definitely, guys, and that's my personal responsibility. That okay, yes, that I have to provide the good content according to the market standard. I really don't want to demotivate you. My job is to give you the direction, to give you the guidance that how to crack the interviews, how to give the answers. See, guys, Selenium and all such stuff, it's not a big deal. It's very simple. The only problem is that you should know how to give the answer. That's the important thing. That's the key to crack the interviews, right? That's why all these Telegram groups we have created, all these channels and live sessions we are creating. It's a telepathy ultimately, right? Ultimately, you are getting the things that okay, how exactly Naveen is explaining the answer, how exactly Naveen is speaking, right? What are the different technology and tools and the terminologies I'm using? Because obviously I know better, okay, somewhere, right? According to my experience, that's why I'm here in front of you, and that's why I'm the trainer, right? So, and similar kind of things, a lot of people are doing some great job in the market. Okay, I'm also learning from them. So it's all about the community, guys. It's all about the, to serve the community so that you guys can get the job, right? You can learn Selenium easily, that's fine. But if you don't know how to crack the interviews and what exactly kind of things you have to tell at a time of interview, how to survive in the project, those things are really important, right? Sometimes people say that, okay, yes, I know Selenium, but I'm not able to crack it. But you don't know how to crack. You know Selenium. If I'm giving you the laptop or scenario, easily you can write the code. I know that you can write the code because anyone can write the code in Selenium. It's so easy, right? Here and there, you need some expertise in XPath or maybe some other things. But anyone can write the code. But at a time of interview, how smartly you are giving the answer, that's very important. Okay. Micro web service testing, guys. Yes, I'll be uploading because micro web services currently I'm doing in my company as well, using the RPC client and everything. So it's very complex. I think it's not needed for you guys as of now, but yes, I can prepare one video first. You should know what is microservice. Microservice and web service both are different. It's not okay. Both are not equal. Okay, any video on Vinium? Vinium, guys, I'm not like, I mean, I have worked only once Vinium for extra application, so I'm not having that expertise on Vinium. So it's unfair to prepare some videos on Vinium, right? Bharat Kanduri is saying that how to get the count of the in a dot text document the word. Okay, ask your interview. Yeah, it's a very good question. That okay, using the file input readers or yeah, using the IO packages, IO readers classes, you can read those files, the specific file, and then you can you can capture that each and every text. So while reading, it's just reading line by line. In that particular line, you can create one pattern or maybe regular expression pattern. That is the best approach. That okay, if that pattern is having the okay, and then just simple capture it. It's just capture in your maybe in hash map you can capture, and every time you can increase the value, and then you can check that every time you can increase the counter also, or maybe you can create one hash map having the key as integer and the value as a string. And once the entire file is covered, the content is covered, and you can check what exactly the last index, last value is available on which key. Let's see, the last value is available on 50th key. It means 50 times the is coming. That is a smart approach. You can use that using the hash map collection. Okay. Vikas saying that okay, hey, Naveen, I have never found instruction like you. Thank you so much for watching my videos, guys. I have learned Selenium and I want to know if I can transfer myself into a DevOps engineer. Yeah, you can. There is, see, you can turn into DevOps engineer as well, but DevOps, like you have to learn so many things. It's not like one day job or 2 days job. You have to learn the entire cloud. You have to learn about the different tools like we have Jenkins, Chef, Puppet, and a lot of configuration with respect to Git, Bitbucket, AWS, cloud technology, cloud services, and everything you have to learn. Okay, and a lot of other things, the deployment processes, deployment tools are available, and it's a very responsible job as well, right? So if I ask you that, okay, please prepare one environment so that I can execute the performance test cases over there, and you have to deploy everything on production, and all the configurations are absolutely working fine. What are the different deployment tools and technologies you will be using for that? If you have that mindset, you can become DevOps. But learning is really good, but you have to learn a lot. It's not 1 day or 2 days job. As compared to Selenium, it's a tough job. Okay, so it's up to you. You have to attend some maybe training institute or maybe some videos you can watch, and practice also. It's important because in DevOps is the thing that where every company having its own DevOps team. Have every company, either Snapdeal, Flipkart, or whatever, they have their own separate DevOps team over there. They have their own separate concept with respect to DevOps. Okay, so first you should know about it. It's not like okay, today I just done with the course from some training institute and now I become an expert in DevOps. I have the certificate also, but in the project it's totally different, right? APM Android series, yes, guys, we will start. Chirag Verma, I have already explained so many times what are the different topics you have to cover with respect to years of experience. There is no topic versus years of experience that okay, if I'm having only 2 years experience that I'm going to cover less topics. No, it's not like that, guys. Why are you avoiding that? Okay, saying that that's an excuse that I'm having only 1 year or 2 year experience, guy. Then why should I learn Selenium completely? Better to learn. It's very simple. Then why are you wasting your time? Simple. Learn the things, design the framework, and then impress at a time of interview, right? Okay, Maji Matthew is saying, Hi Nabin, I was into development for 3 years in PHP. Now in a break, wish to move to automation testing in Selenium. Experience in development will be helpful for me to get into automation. Yes, definitely. You have the development mindset, so easily you can design the framework, easily you can write the code, easily you can debug the code. Let's see if you tomorrow you're joining a new company and there's an automation framework is already there. In that case, yes, you can debug the code because you already know the things. You are already aware about that. What is a method? What is a function? What are different functions they have written? What are different libraries they have created? So it will be easy for you actually to debug the code and get to know about the flow of the automation, right? So it will really help you. Ravi is saying it is feasible to automate AngularJS application using Selenium. Yes, it is, but it will be slow as compared to Productive, right? Because in AngularJS application, there are some very unique these things, guys. Very unique HTML tags are there. Very unique properties are there. NG model, NG protector, NG value, something like that. So we don't have any. We have only 8 locators in Selenium. We have by.id, XPath, CSS selectors, and all. We don't have any by.ng model or by.ng protector or by.ng value or something like that. Protector provides all those things. Okay, so in that case, you can do that, and synchronization also really good in Protector. Okay, as compared to Selenium, so it will be very fast, and headless options also very good in Protector, and especially it is designed for AngularJS applications. So I think then Protector is the best choice, but you have to learn JavaScript. That's the thing. Okay. Sanjeev Mishra saying cleared senior automation test engineer jobs in 2 companies. Oh, congratulations. Some credits to you. Done background verification mail. When to expect offer letter? Currently not working. How can I say that? Once your background verification is done, they will send you the offer letter if the position is still there or not. Better to contact to their HR. I cannot tell you that when they are going to release the offer letter. Goshal Prasad is saying, what is the advantage of keeping test data inside the class file? See, inside the class file, you can maintain the test data. That is fine. But if you really want to do the parameterization, you want 50, one form 50 users are there, and each and every user having 10 attributes. It means 15 to 10, 500 attributes you have to maintain in Java class. It means 500 variables you have to create unnecessary. Duplicate variables you have to create unnecessary. You are taking the space inside the memory. So that is the worst approach. But if you have small data, only for one user, or maybe some static data is available, in that case, no need to maintain in some Excel file. Better to maintain in class file in the form of static variables or static class you can create, or utilities you can create like that. But for other, parameterization point of view, same test case should be executed multiple times. In that case, obviously, you don't have any choice. You need some external resources like Excel file, CSV file, JSON file, or XML file. You can maintain your data over there, right? Okay, so I think. Man, there are so many questions. Who is this Ali King? Seems he's like okay. Okay, guys. I think I'll take 4 or 5 questions because today I'm not feeling well, so I'm not able to speak properly. So I think, and we'll take another 5 more questions we can take, and then I think that we are good. Okay. So because last 2 weeks I could not come online live, so better to do that today itself. So Mohit Mishra, Maddie Madhu. Okay, can you tell how long Selenium will sustain in market? I cannot tell that, but Selenium is a great tool. From last 10, 12 years, it's there in the market, and it will be there for next 10 years. There is no competitor available in the market, so don't worry about those things, guys. These are the excuses that okay, you guys are saying that okay, after 2 years or 5 years, Selenium will not be there in the market, then why should I learn? After 5 years, you will tell the same thing to the other tool as well. So this is the excuse. Don't say such things. Okay, Selenium will teach you how to do automation. Selenium will teach you. Selenium will give you a mindset that okay, how to learn about these things at automation. If new tools are there in the market, if you know Selenium easily, you can learn those things, right? So that's the thing. That's why Selenium. That's why like we have to learn Selenium. Sahil Kumar, don't copy paste the same question again and again. I got your question already. For data provider question in my Excel value 75201, but I'm getting 75201.00 to resolve that other than substring. So if you're getting, maybe you can change the format in your Excel file. That's the first approach. You can check the format is it's a number only. Okay, number format you can change in your Excel file. Second thing is if you are you can make one 75201. You can put one colon over there. Okay, colon 75201 in your Excel file and then try. But still, if you're getting 75201.00, store in some string and then convert them into double and store them into string and then remove that .00 after that. You can use any string manipulation method over there. You can split on the basis of dot. It removes .00 part and it will store inside the split array. The first part you can take it from there, but that is a very lengthy approach. But I'm sure if you put single colon over there, single colon, yes, in that case, it will resolve your problem. Awaitability, I don't know what is awaitability tool. What is this? Mockito, guys, yeah, we can cover Mockito and WireMock for mocking the services and all. Capabilities, driver capabilities, guys, that you have to tell that, okay, these are my capabilities, desired capabilities, that you have to register your driver with all these capabilities that, okay, let's see, especially on remote web driver, if you want to execute on remote, on which machine you want to execute, what is the browser name, what is the browser version, right? What on Android devices, what is the platform name, what is the APK file is available, where exactly the APK file is available, right? What exactly the version ID and accessibility ID and platform name, platform number, build number, everything you can write so that your driver will, okay, these are the global capabilities for the driver. Driver has to take care about those global capabilities so that you can execute your test case at the universal global level. That is the purpose of the desired capabilities in any automation tool. Product test we will see. We will see, guys. Nursing saying how to explain business logic for project, but nobody's asking about your business logic, right? If they're asking about the business logic, just tell the flow. Nobody is going to ask about that. What is the give me the actual business logic, all right? You cannot tell the actual business logic in terms of technology, in terms of tools and technology. You can tell, but not in terms of coding part, right? You can say that, okay, this is the form, this is the application, this is the flow of the application. These are tools and technologies we are using. This is our business logic. Let's say if I'm working for Uber or Ola, so this is my pricing logic. This is my pricing business logic. This is how that, okay, drivers are getting connected to the customer. This is a business revenue model or something like that. Such kind of things you can discuss, but not technically. First, you have to discuss about in terms of business, and then you can explain what different tools and technologies you are using for it. Okay, store procedures and all we will see, guys. Okay, two more questions. I'll pick Randy because most of the questions are getting repeated now. Okay, Selva Kumar is saying that, okay, learning and cracking the interview is easy. However, what about the real-time challenge? Because company will see the performance too. Yeah, obviously that's very true. Like, who will entertain you if you're not performing, right? So you have to prepare like that. That's why there is a difference between my training and other trainers are available in the market. I can tell you there are so many trainers are there in the market, and that's why there is a big difference. Whenever I'm giving the training, I'm giving all the real-time examples and each and every micro level things we are discussing about the concept, how exactly companies are doing, how exactly in the project we are doing, all such stuff we are going to explain, right? So that is called the training on the live in live environment or live projects. like that. We can prepare one page object model. I give you the free CRM entire automation framework series over there on free CRM. Why people are liking it? Within 7 months, we are getting around more than 66,000 views on that videos. Why? Because obviously, because we are learning how exactly the framework is designed, how exactly different components are communicating with each other. The similar kind of way you have to explain at a time of interview. First, you can crack the interview. Second, the survival of the project. Also, most of the projects are totally dependent on page object model, and if you know the architecture, you can easily do the same thing, or you can easily debug the code, or you can easily implement a new thing in your in your new company as well, right? And then I'm not saying that these trainings are 100% 100% good. That will first of all give you the job, that is for sure, but it will give you the confidence, 100% confident, that is also for sure. But I cannot give you a guarantee that okay, you can survive in any project. When you join any project, and for me also, if I'm today tomorrow I'm joining a new company, a new project, for me also it will take some time, 7 to 8 days, to understand what kind of project it is, what are different frameworks are there, what exactly the code, the flow of the application, the flow of the automation framework. For me also it will take some time. So for you, let's see, if you're taking 2 weeks of time, then obviously you have to like learn the things properly. You have to do a lot of hard work initially, guys, when you join the company. And this training, these concepts will help you. When you see the test ng code, similar kind of code is written over there also, then you will get the confidence. Yes, yes. In Naveen's video, a similar kind of code was there. In Naveen's training, the he explained like that. Now the same thing, I'm going to implement it. So that day you will get the confidence. Okay, yes, this is what I have learned, and this is what I can see over here in the company. But initially, 2 3 months will be, I'm not saying difficult, but will be challenging. You have to learn. You have to spend some good amount of time on these, okay, on all these, the flow of the application and understand the application framework and everything. Okay. Last question. Okay. See, what is a Gaurav? What is the error? You have to tell me what is the error. Without the error, or without seeing your code, how can I tell that before setup method some error is there? Right? Tell me the error name, or tell me the code actually. Then only I can tell you, right? See, grouping and all, the guys, you can do that. But see, 500 test cases now make it 300 test cases. Also change the groups. So obviously you have to rewriting the groups once again. Regression to sanity. First of all, we never uh, uh, grouping is always on the basis of features, not on the basis of regression and sanity, or smoke to sanity, or smoke to regression, or something like that. No, that is a bad approach. Okay, you can, it's, you really want to maintain 300 test cases are there in regression, and 200 test cases are there in sanity, and 100 test cases are there in smoke, create three testng.xml files. Okay, regression testng.xml, sanity testng.xml, and smoke, okay, testng.xml file. And then whenever it is needed, execute those files. So that if you really want to today, you want to execute only smoke test cases, only 100 test cases you want to execute. So just pick only those 100 test cases. Okay, so no need to give the grouping and everything. You can create separate smoke test cases. These are the top 100 test cases, or top 10 test cases for smoke test cases. You can create a separate file for that, okay, within the same project, and then make the entry of that particular Java class file in that testng Java class file inside the smoke testng.xml file, and then execute it. That is the right approach, instead of providing so many groups. Okay. Gaurav, what is fail configuration? What I how can I tell you, like, fail configuration for what? I have to see the code, right? Fail configuration mean what kind of configuration you have done? Have you installed testng properly? Okay, make sure that okay the import is correct. What is the problem? Tell me the code. Okay, send keys alternative, guys. You can use the key path. Okay, using the key, you can do that. Using the context send keys, also using the actions classes, also you can do that. Character by character it will enter. That is not a right approach, but that is the alternative of send keys. Okay, so one, yeah, that's a very good question, Anil. That some of the people they are joining tomorrow, or maybe next week, or maybe they recently joined. So, what are different things that you have to consider and you have to remember? The first day job, first day, guys, what do you have to do? First, do all the formalities, documentation, and whatever, filling the forms and everything. Second thing is that mingle with the team. It's not like that. Okay, give me the automation work from the first day itself. It's not like that. Mingle with the team, talk to the team. What exactly kind of process? What is the release process? How frequently we are doing things on production? Okay, and the third thing is that any important documentation is available so that you can have a look, start the KT process, learn about the product. The most important thing, the product. Without product, it's nothing, guys. Okay, that's the problem with the automation engineers these days. They don't know about the product, they don't know about the business use cases, and they just want to do automation. That's a very, very wrong thing. Okay, you should never automate without knowing the things. Ultimately, at end of the day, it's a QA, it's a testing, right? So without testing, I mean, without business knowledge or without business use cases knowledge, without the product feature, how can you test the application? How can you write the automation? It means every time you are totally dependent on manual test engineers or maybe on developers or product owners that okay, tell me the scenario, tell me the flow, and then I'll automate it. No, that is the right approach. You should know how to do that. Execute the manual test cases and all. So capture, gather all the information about the product, manual test cases, any important documentation okay, is there. Start the KT process, and then ask that okay, do you have they have any automation? Get all the Git repositories or Bitbucket repositories, clone it, and try to debug it. Try to see the things, but not the first day. First couple of days, spend some time on ask about the application username, password, and so that you can access it. Ask about the VPN connection so that you can work from home as well. After coming to home, after your working hours, you can easily you can have a look. Okay, because initially you have to spend some 1 or 2 hours extra, right? You can prepare your queries and the questions. This is the right approach. Prepare your question in some Excel file or doubts and everything, and then ask with the team. Circulate the mail to the entire team that okay, boss, these are my questions, and then please explain, please clear my doubts, right? Like that, but not in very hurry mode. Don't force anyone to give you the proper KT. No, don't expect any spoon feeding kind of thing. Also, that okay, no, each and everything people will tell you. No, it's not like that. Nobody is having time to give you the spoon, okay, feeding kind of thing. So make sure that okay, you are doing your own homework. Check all the bugs which got okay, which are logged earlier, and see the things how exactly the product is behaving. Talk to the product managers and the product owners and the business analysts, okay, and what try to attend all the daily calls, the stand-up calls, so eventually you will get to know what exactly these guys are doing actually. Okay, such things you have to be real proactive, okay, in that case. Hmm. Okay, I think I'm done now. Same repetitive questions, future of Selenium, future of jobs in future, guys. Okay, so please join the Vimeo if you really want to look into the REST API automation. The Vimeo link is there, guys, and it's like it's really good, series in terms of web services testing. If you really want to have a look, please have a look, and it's um, very cheap also. It's only 85 US dollars, around $5,000. Okay, these are very special videos I have prepared, and a lot of videos are coming in future, so you can check that particular thing over there. Second thing is that join the Telegram group today itself. Download that Telegram app on your phone, and then join that group. We have around 1,700 people, 1.7K people are discussing daily basis. A lot of good knowledge sharing over there. So make sure that okay, you are joining the Telegram group. This here's the link I'm sending you. So this is the Telegram link, okay, and this is the Vimeo channel link for web services. And if you need any training, personal training in terms of Selenium and all that stuff, you can contact me directly. If you don't have my email ID, this is my email ID, naveenanimation20@gmail.com. Okay, so these are the things, couple of important links. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe it, guys. And it's a good thing. Very quick updates about the channel that. I think very soon we cross around 17,000 subscribers in 7 months. I mean, that is like a great support from you guys. I have never seen any technical channel in terms of Selenium and automation. A lot of good people are there who are having their own channel, having 30, 40,000 subscribers in four years and 5 years. But we got the subscriber base of 17,000 subscribers in 7, 8 months only. I think that is really good. And I'm pretty much sure by end of this year, we will be crossing more than 50,000 subscribers. So congratulations to all of us. I think it's your hard work and it's my effort that I'm putting. And right, I'll be more happy that we can meet somewhere in Bangalore, sometime in some different cities as well. We can do meetups and we can create a community like we are sharing all the knowledge with us. Right? Please join the Telegram group. There are a lot of discussions, although I'm not properly involved daily basis, but I'm watching each and every message over there. What exactly people are asking and what exactly kind of answers people are giving. There are a lot of people there giving very good answers. I really want to say thanks to these guys. Mukta is there. Okay. Recently, one more guy was there. Like I forget the name. Manish is there, and one more guy is there. Nani Nani is there. Okay, these guys are doing really great job in my absence if I'm not able to give the answers over there. Arun is there. Okay, so yeah, that's really good, and I have seen a lot of changes from the last 6, 7 months. People were using non-technical stuff over there, and they were not aware about how to give the answers properly. Nowadays people are doing a really great job. And see, Dheeraj Gambhir is there. Yeah, so he's also giving a very good answers and all that stuff. I'm really thankful to you guys that okay, in my absence, you guys are supporting this community, this channel, and as well, right? So thank you so much for contributing over here. You can see that okay, 1.7 subscribers are there, members are there in Automation Q Experts. Okay, because daily discussions is really good, guys. That's very important because if you're not doing the discussions, if you're not having proper discussion, then I think then the touch will be gone. Okay, in terms of automation. So maybe I'm very new to automation. I recently learned automation, and if I'm looking into what kind of questions people are asking over there and what kind of answers people are asking, try to give the answers for that. There are a lot of success stories. I can tell you one guy, I don't want to tell a name. He was really poor in English. He doesn't know how to write in English. He doesn't know how to speak in English. He is not having single penny in his pocket to attend the meetup. And this guy was like totally zero in Java and programming in Selenium. He is here in Bangalore only. He watched all those videos. He discussed some nonsense things and silly things. I'm not saying nonsense is a wrong word. Sorry, silly questions he was asking. Okay, silly questions and answers he was giving, but he didn't lose up hope. And then finally, he got 3 offers after 4, 5 months. So this is the thing, guys. People are learning actually. Okay, so why not you guys? Definitely you can learn. And market is really good. I'm telling you, market is really good in Bangalore and Pune, Hyderabad, Chennai, Delhi, NCR, everywhere. In US also, market is really good. Okay, so I think this is the right time. Learn the things before Diwali. Make sure that okay, we all are getting the jobs. I mean, I'm not looking for a job, but okay, you all are getting the jobs you are looking for. Okay. So thank you so much. Thanks for joining so late, guys. And that's all. I'm really sorry if I'm okay. Couldn't cover all the questions. Okay, I tried my best because my throat is really paining today and I'm not able to speak properly. Cool. So anything else? I think that's all from my side. Please join the Facebook page also. I think you guys having the Facebook page, right? In Facebook also we have around 7,000, guys are there. A lot of discussions, a lot of blogs people are sharing. Okay, so you can join that group as well on Facebook. Okay, so thank you so much, guys, and let's see because in May is already like I think almost gone. In May it won't be possible because a lot of things are happening in parallel. Okay, with me also. So like I could not make any meetup a possibility in May, but in June I think definitely we are going to meet. In June I'm a little bit free, so a lot of videos will be there in June month with respect to JMeter, APM, and everything. But May, please, like I'm really sorry. In May, few videos will be there. But in May, we will start a lot of good series over there, and we can meet up also in Bangalore, right? Cool. That's all for my side, guys. Thank you so much for joining, and yeah. So if you really like this video, this live session, please say yes. If you don't like it, you can say no. Any feedback or any suggestions you want to give, feel free to give it to me. Okay. Good news is feeling good. Okay. Sai Krishna, okay, I missed your question. I missed a lot of questions. I know that, but please send me a question. I'll try my best to give you the reply over there. Okay, you have my email ID. That's naveenanimation20 at gmail.com. So please do that. Yeah, I really need to take some rest now. So because last like last 1 year is like totally busy like hell. So okay, cool guys. Thank you so much for coming and. Again, happy weekend. I'll see you in the next session then. मैनेज करना पड़ता है यार. Some people are thinking that okay, this channel and all those things are very easy to maintain. It's not easy, guys. It's a very responsible kind of job. I mean, if you miss anything, then you are gone. You you have to you have to prepare the video. You have to give the answers. A lot of people you won't see if you see my Gmail daily. I'm getting 100 mails. Okay, 100 to 200 mails I'm getting, and I'm really like sometimes I'm really tired that okay, each and every mail I cannot give the reply. Through chat also people are asking questions over there. In Telegram also people are asking. In Facebook also people are asking. YouTube comments also people are asking about. People are calling me also. I don't know, somewhere they got my numbers. So that's the thing. But yeah, we have to manage. It's fun always. So I would be more happy if you guys can start your own channel, guys. Like we can work together. I can promote your channel definitely. I would be more happy. Better if you not the channel, but if you can start your blog. If you can help me to write some blogs, okay, on Naveen, automationlabs.com. Definitely, we can create a brand, and then we can all work together. So I would be more happy that if you're creating your blog, and please connect to LinkedIn as well, guys. We all are in the same professional group. So connect to me on LinkedIn as well. I think most of the people they are aware about my LinkedIn, right? So yes, this is our channel. It's not my channel, first of all, guys. This is our channel. Okay, so like just because of you guys that we are okay, we are learning so many things. It's your support, it's your love. So I'll share my LinkedIn also, guys. Oh yeah, just a minute. So I'll share my LinkedIn URL. Just connect to me on LinkedIn as well. And I would be happy if you can recommend me, okay, on LinkedIn, like some good recommendations, if you really feel so. So I really need that actually. So this is my LinkedIn profile. Don't send me requests on my Facebook account. You can send me on Facebook group page, not to my personal account. Okay. So you on Facebook group you can send the request over there. I'll accept it. I'll add you in that group. So that's my LinkedIn, and you can add me over there on LinkedIn as well, guys. And okay, I think that's all. Cool. So thank you so much for joining, guys. I'll see you in the next session then. Take care. Bye bye.